Okay, unfortunately, I lost a whole bunch of gameplay, which isn't the greatest, but what can you do? Because I did do another part to this game yesterday, or like today, but early morning today, something like that, for 4.5 hours. But the video is not in my YouTube studio or on my account, so I don't know where it's gone. And I know that I was live because I've got screenshots from the live for a thumbnail. So I'm basically just gonna run through everything that I did in that 4 hours because realistically, it actually wasn't that much. Um, so yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be like 40 minutes max of me just explaining what happens roughly. So starting off. I think we left off after we killed the policeman boss electric dog thing here, and then we go from the courtyard to this place, which I'm gonna just walk through every area just so you know what's what. Um, I need to try and find the name of two of the bosses because I did fight two bosses and I fought two bosses. Okay, right, yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna explain, you know, who I thinking. Right, this is not the correct way. I don't think I can leave. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Right. So I'm basically just explaining what happened. So basically, from the courtyard, you walk through the pathway that I thought that you couldn't, and it opens up a door to this new area, and then you end up fast traveling. Which I think the courtyard is like a. Oh no, that's the next area. So maybe like the courtyard's over there or something. I don't know where, but basically, you see where that clock is right there. You start over there, you walk through, you make your way down, 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 down. You have to fight big old guy with the wheel on his back right there that you see walking around a little bit. He's hiding behind the building, which is making it hard to see where he is. Yeah, him right there. You basically you have to make your way from that clock right there all the way down, beat him, and you end up making your way to this alleyway with the light on it, onto the bridge. Over there is just a guy who talks about a riddle, which the answer is a human, in case you want to know. Which the riddle machine is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's there. You'll hear the guy talking, and you'll be able to walk over to it. So then you walk through the bridge, and that open. No, you walk through the bridge. You beat all the enemies here. There's like 4 enemies in total. Then you go this way. You go up the staircase here, which brings you inside the Vengini factory, which the Vengini factory is like the biggest manufacturing company for the puppets in all of Craft, or I think maybe the world. Then you come down here, you got a save point here, and then you come around to here. There's another guy with a wheel. Over here, I don't think there's really much. It's just a bunch of like loot for weapons, which I got a fire axe. I can show the weapons in the stream that I do next. Yeah, I don't think there's much in here. But basically, there is a boss that you fight just over here, once I get over to it. I am annoyed, but it kind of works out in a way because I did spend like 30 minutes or 40 minutes fighting an enemy that I couldn't beat. It wasn't even a main boss, which makes it even more annoying, but oh well. So then you end up having to come down here, and down here there is normally a bunch of acid water, which can make you corrupted. And then there is a giant robot down here that you fight, which is a boss, which you're not meant to fight him right then and there. You're meant to go around and turn off the acid water so you can actually stand on the ground, because normally the arena is full with the acid water and you can only stand like here and on these like rocks and stuff, like just out of the way of the acid. There's a few spots that you can stand on, which is how I beat him, which was technically the wrong way. Which the boss down here is the Puppet of the Future. So yeah, just look up what the Puppet of the Future is. I would put it on screen, but for some reason on PlayStation you can't like put just an image on the screen while the video is playing. It like pauses the video, cuts all the audio out, and then it shows you the picture. And then eventually, I think you have to go through up there, which is the way I was at before, and then you end up bringing this pipe down, because normally it's up, so you can't just walk across. You bring the pipe down by pulling down this lever, then you bring down that staircase down by pushing that button, which I still don't know how to get down there, to be honest. And then over here, there's a few things. Let me start over here, or maybe not. I don't know if this... No, not here. That's the next area. Basically, yeah, you beat the Puppet of the Future down there. I can actually show you the motherfucker who whoops my ass, because he's right in here. Get these guys to drop real quick. Okay. So basically, I don't really want to fight him because I feel like I'm going to die to him, because I haven't leveled up much since there. But yeah, down there is the guy who basically wasted like 40 minutes of my time because I couldn't beat him, because it's a tiny ass room and he's got a really fast weapon. And in here is just more loot. And then down here there is normally two hunters, one with a wolf, like a black wolf. No, it's like a dog, like Anubis. It's like an Anubis mask, and then another one's got some other animal mask on. And you talk to those guys about how Vengini's in the factory still, and he's alive. And then you walk through here, and I think it's this way. No, I don't think it's this way. I think you got on here. I think the giant Thomas the Tank Engine guy is going to be in my way though. Oh no, he's dead. So basically, yeah, you walk through the pipeway and it leads you into here either way. So both these rooms loop around, and there's a giant like bunch of wooden grab these guys real quick. I can't move. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die to them because I can't move. Okay, there we go. So basically, yeah, there's a giant, like, it's not giant, it's quite small to be honest. It's a robot here who's blocking this lever, which you gotta pull the lever down and that does something. This door's normally locked. And then you come over here. Yeah, these all just loop back around, so this doesn't really help you much. Then I think you can make your way around. I can't remember the exact order I did it in, but yeah, there's this room with this, which I don't know how to obtain, but oh well. Okay, leave me alone. And then you can drop down here, and down here there is a mini boss, which he's not a main boss, he's like a mini boss. He's got 2 shields, and he can go into like a full defense where you can't hit him from the front. You have to like kind of hit him from behind, but he makes it quite difficult to do that. And then you beat him and you go over here to this staircase, and then I think that just loops you back around so that you can then pull down another wait, I think you can actually see like roughly what he looks like. You see like that one, not all of these little like white mannequins, like the one that's right underneath the light, like rusted bronze one. He's like that big. He's like our character size and like an extra half on top, so he's quite tall. So that's like one mini boss, and then you get over here, you got the ladders here, you got a save point there, Then you gotta like walk. I think down there's just a bunch of loot, and it's like outside where there's a bunch of poison on the floor. And then you gotta walk all the way around to get this ladder down. And then you've got these two ways to make it quicker, and I don't remember where these two lead to. But then, I think I need to go back to. Yeah, this just leads to all the way up here, essentially. There's like a fire meatball looking thing. I'll show you what it looks like real quick. So you gotta be careful when you're coming down here because, yeah, that takes like half your HP, as shown right there. And down there's a bunch of loot. Up there's a bunch of loot. And it loops back around to there, I believe. I may be forgetting a little bit, but oh well. This just leads to outside, and this water gives you corruption, and if that builds up, then you start taking damage over time. There's a bunch of new enemies, which they vomit, I think, more corruption, if I'm not mistaken. And then, let me go back to the original, yeah, this one here. So you do all of that, you get all the loot down here, and then hopefully I can fit this all in. I should be able to. Then it's the main factory way, which the main factory way is this way. I think you get two new arms, which are the fire one, which is the one that I'm using right now, where it just blasts fire, and then there's an electric one, which you charge it up and it stun locks the enemies and does electric damage, obviously. Then you've got this area here, where you go up there, you get a bunch of loot, and then you come around to here, and I believe Vengini, who's the owner of the factory, is here, who is the guy who you may have saw at the beginning, who had that butler next to him. So you get this save point. He's normally here, like, he's cowering with this emote. Wait. He gives you this, this one. Yeah, that's pretty much what he's doing, because he's scared, because of all the puppets killing and all of that stuff. So then basically, you come through here, you get all the loot up top, which is a couple of things which give you the top right hand currency, the blue stuff. Watch out for those guys. And then down here is another boss, which he leads you into a new area. And it took me a while to beat him. I couldn't beat him without the summon, but that was because I was kind of already annoyed from fighting the survivor guy who's down in the bit I showed you before, where I didn't want to go into because I was going to die to him. But yeah, you end up beating him. You just got to be careful because in his second phase he likes to stay at a far distance, so he shoots a bunch of fireballs at you, and when he looks like he's been stunned or he's hit the floor and you don't see a fatal attack symbol, which is like the red like slash marks, you want to get as far away from him as you can, because then he sets the entire floor on fire, and if you're in the vicinity of the floor being set on fire, you immediately get the burning proc, which starts taking your health down rapidly. And then come down this staircase here. This is just everything. This is a quick summary, to be honest. It was a lot longer because obviously this was spread out by 4 hours. But you come through here, you come out to here, and this is where that castle area that I spoke about before comes into play, which is where I ended it off at. Let's get through here real quick. Watch out for this guy, because if you're too slow he likes to charge you and try to blow you up along with himself. And then, yeah, a bunch of enemies over here. Basically just ignore them because I don't need to fight them for this one. This is just a... What in the world was that? But yeah, there's another one of those train conducting, shovel holding robots, so you gotta be careful of them a little bit. If you just time your roll, then you can pretty much kill it, but it's just got a lot of health, or it's quite defensive. Then you get to this area, which a little bit of loot, some enemies here. Then you get to this bridge, it breaks, take fall damage. Then you come over here, you run all this way. Hopefully they give me an amulet that increases movement speed, because my character just feels slow as shit. I also still don't know how to get over there. Oh, it's just through that. Never mind. I could go get that right now, but I'll leave it. I don't really need it. So this is a little like thing where if you go inside, it traps you inside, and you got to fight a bunch of enemies. And this is the way out, with the lever being right there. He's still following me. And then over here is another one of the hunters, which wear the animal mask. And I think this is the that you get this as a reward. You get this, so that's the mask that she was wearing, and she can apply corrosive damage over time. So you just gotta be careful of her. She killed me once or twice, I believe, and then you end up going up this elevator to the top here. Jiminy the cricket. Is it Jiminy? The cricket or the voice who's like alongside you, basically just talks to you about a bunch of nonsense. Is it even? I think it's coming down considering this is moving. Yeah, it's just really slow. That is crazy. I've basically summed up almost like 2.5 hours in 16 minutes. It's really not a lot that I accomplished, which is why I guess it's okay that the stream didn't save, but it's kind of concerning because now I don't know if me doing another long stream is going to save, because at first I just thought it was because it was a long stream and it was just taking time to render, but it's almost been a full 24 hours, so not the greatest. And I don't know if it was because it passed the 3.5 hour threshold, but in the YouTube support it says if the stream exceeds 12 hours, then it might not save. Mine was only 4 hours and 15 minutes, so I don't know why it wouldn't have saved. But I did a test stream for like 10 seconds. I deleted it, obviously. Yeah, I did a test stream of like 10 seconds, and that came up in my YouTube studio, so I don't know why it didn't save the 4-hour one, but hopefully maybe by like in a few hours it does come through, because it's just rendering at like high quality. But if it doesn't, then this will be the video after the first one, which is I guess a midpoint, because you're not going to be able to see that gameplay. Which I guess what I could do is, oh god, my dog's scratching up the carpet outside the, apologies. What I could do is I could stream, and then alongside streaming I think I can also record like I am doing right now, and then every hour I just repress the record button, and then just in case the stream doesn't save, I have the raw footage, and then I just have to figure out a way to, you know, equivalate it, because you can only make an hour long. I guess in case this next stream doesn't save, while I also record as well, so I do a live stream and then I do a recording of the live stream just as another backup. If that doesn't save, then I'll just have to name like the parts that I do as recordings, like videos instead of live streams. I'll just do those as like part 2.5 and then part 3, so that you can know the difference. But yeah, basically a bunch of like zombie creatures in this area. Over there it's just a bunch of loot again, and then this is the main way that you need to go. Just ignore all these guys because they're quite slow. I mean, they are fast to be honest, but yeah, that bridge breaks normally if you try go up it. And then don't even try it. I think it's over here. There is a guy who's talking about how he's ill and he needs a cure, or he needs a certain thing inside the castle to be healed. I don't know where he is, and I might have walked past him. Oh well. So it's to be him. Oh no, it's over here. Yeah, yeah, he's down here. I'll just show you who I'm talking about. Yeah, here he is. Do 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 do.
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold corn fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation. Can you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment.
Oh, I actually didn't get that last time. There's various kinds. Oh, there's various kinds of, which can be equipped as cubes. Using cubes consume wish stones. You can equip a wish stone to a cube to replenish through the stargaze. What does that do? Why does this get given? You can equip. Okay, there are different types. Using. What does this do? I don't want to use it in case it teleports me back to the beginning area. Let me see if like it tells me in here. Temporarily restores HP. Ooh. Okay, let me just use it and see what it does. Oh. Never mind, I can't use it.
I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. You can find me there if you need me.
That's great, bro. Anyway, so yeah, he needs a medicine because I think he's turning into a puppet slowly or something like that, or he's ill. One of the two. I can't remember which one. And then, you make your way through here. And then it does a cutscene of a bunch of like zombie creatures fighting each other on the bridge, and it pans up to this castle, which will be the thumbnail for the next stream or video of actual gameplay and not a recap. You know what, I do hope that if I do live stream and then record as well, that it doesn't like add an echo sort of thing, if that makes sense, from like the game audio on the live stream and then the recording itself. I hope it doesn't do that, because if it does, then I'm just gonna cry. But yeah, you get inside here, you get a new save location. Oh wait. Oh, is this what it... I don't get it. So can I use it? Oh. Oh, so it's just like a little buff. Okay, so in the case that I run out of, I guess, heals, I can use that as like a last resort. So you come through here, and then there's like this weird creature that was like eating that corpse right there, and then it disappears because I went over here and I looked over here, which is obviously going to be another boss fight. And then I came through here, and then this is pretty much where I ended the stream, which I walked through here, down here, and I just walked into here, and I debated whether I wanted to continue because I saw this thing and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna save this for the next stream. So yeah, basically a bunch of like tree people, mutated zombies, and that is pretty much a rough summary. Let's go back to the hotel and show you Vengini, which is who you find, who gives you the fearful gesture, which you find at the when I went up the staircase. When I went up the staircases inside the factory, and I showed you the fear gesture. This is who I'm referring to. This guy over here, which you may have seen at the start when I panned over here. This is his butler, which is the reason why you have to get his butler, which makes him come along to the hotel as well. But yeah, this is basically
I always welcome
Vengini.
friends.
I don't know what he gives you. He gives you a bunch of weird stuff, I think. Oh, yeah, he gives you like a weird grindstone that can give you fire on your grindstone once. per life,
At the House of Vanini.
and then you have to like reuse a stargazer, and then it replenishes. He gives you a bunch of stuff for this lady over here, which is for the alter handle. I keep pressing all the wrong buttons. It's like a bunch of these, like motivity, crank, technique, advanced, and then balance. He basically has all of those that you can buy off him for like 800, and pretty sure that sums everything up. Geppetto, our creator, is up there in that room. We've already met Sophie. We've already met the butler of Antonio in here. Antonio is a friend of Geppetto. Antonio's butler is this guy, which I don't know how you say his name. We've got his butler. We've got Vangini's butler and Vangini, and then we've got Eugenie, or I don't know how you say her name.
I know my way around
You've got her, and that pretty much sums everything up. So I'm gonna. Oh, you can get records. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that here, and then I'm gonna chop this all up, turn it into a video. I know I'm gonna post this next. I'm gonna wait. I don't know, because I could post it now or as soon as possible. Not right now. In a couple of hours, it'll be up. Or I could wait until tomorrow, see if the stream does come up, so then I can just get rid of this. I'll see. Maybe I'll record another video just as a placeholder, or no, I'll upload this video and put it as 2.5. And then if somehow the stream does come through, because I did contact YouTube support, but I don't know if they will actually get back to me, because obviously I'm not a large channel. I put something on the support page and then something as feedback, so I've got like 2 different versions. So hopefully they get back to me soon enough. If the stream eventually pops up onto my YouTube studio, then I'll obviously put it in the playlist, and then I'll get rid of the update video, which is this one. But if it doesn't, then it'll just be this one, and then you'll know, and then I'll carry on with my streams. But yeah, kind of annoying, but it is what it is, and can't really do anything about it. But I'm gonna hope that the next stream does save and record. It does save and archive, because if it doesn't, this is gonna be annoying, because yeah, as I've already said. But yeah,